All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is July 10th, 2024. The time is 1:57 in the afternoon. My name is David Barkley. I'm the Associate Judge handling CPS cases here in Hood County, Texas. I'm familiar with this family. I just did an adoption as it relates to Alan's siblings. So let's go forward with Alan's case. This is cause number adopt 2024-08 in the interest of Alan Burgess, the child. We're here for an adoption. Before we do introductions, I'll make some findings. I've had an opportunity to review the entire contents of the court's file. I reviewed the criminal history reports, the HESIG report, a waiver, the home study, and the order of termination. I'll note that more than 90 days has passed since I signed the order of termination, and that more than 6 months Alan's been residing in the home of the Hollands, John and Deborah Holland. We're ready to proceed forward with an adoption. We'll do some introductions, and we'll begin with you, Mr. Pascal.
Thank you, Your Honor. Belker Pascal here representing John and Deborah Holland. They're the petitioners, and they are in the courtroom right beside you, in fact, ready to proceed.
Thank you. Rob Christian.
Your Honor, Robert Christian, and the attorney alive.
And your client is present, is that correct?
Present. Ready.
Thank you. And I'll note that Carolyn Christie Taylor with the department is present, Miss Catherine Miller with CASA, and future grandma as of in 5 minutes. Belker, how would you like to proceed?
Let's swear in the witnesses, and I'll ask some questions.
All right. Deborah and John Holland, Alan, and Carolyn Christie Taylor, would all of y'all raise your right hands for me? Do each one of you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Miss Holland? Mr. Holland? Mr. Burgess? Miss Taylor? And Grandma, I forgot your name. Miss Butler. Do you promise to tell the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You may all put your hands down. Belker, you may proceed.
Thank you very much. I'll call Deborah Holland first. Deborah, state your name, please.
Deborah Holland.
Deborah, you're married to John, aren't you? And the two of you are here this afternoon asking Judge Barkley to approve your adoption of Alan. Is that correct? He's named Alan Lee Burgess at birth. Is that right? And he's 15, born back on, well, not quite 15, born on July the 14th of 2009. Is that right? And born in the state of Kentucky. Is that correct as well? I'm going to stop for just a second. I can't hear your answers.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you. Deborah, you all have had Alan in your home now since December of last year. Is that right? You felt this adoption is the best thing for him? And the best thing for your family also? As far as his name goes, we'll ask Judge Barkley to change his name. So his first name will become Travis, middle name Alan, last name Holland. Is that correct? And do you feel like changing his name in that manner will be the best thing for him also? You've got a lot of background information about Alan / Travis. Is that right?
Yes.
And have you had a chance to review that information? And are you comfortable with your decision today?
I am.
Very well. Ma'am, do you promise to raise Alan? I'm going to call him Alan for just one more minute. As best you're able to do.
Yes.
And to give him the values, the love that you have to give him.
Yes.
And to protect him and take care of him and guide him up to be all he can be. Thank you very much. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Rob Christian, any questions of Mom?
No,
Mr. Pascal, who's your next witness?
Well, that's John Holland.
He's been
Ready?
sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you. John, state your name, please.
John Holland,
John, you're married to Deborah, aren't you?
same.
And you also asked Judge Barkley today to approve your adoption of Alan
Yes, we have.
and to change his name to be Travis Allen Holland.
Correct.
Do you also feel that's the best thing for him
We do.
and the best thing for your whole family too?
Yes.
Do you also promise to raise him up and give him the values that you all have as a family
Yes, we will.
and to give him the nurture, the guidance he needs to grow up to be all he can be? And to give him the protection he needs to have as well.
Yes.
Very well, sir. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Rob Christian, any questions of Mr. Holland?
No, Your
Belker, who's next?
Let's call Christy Taylor.
Carolyn Christie Taylor's been sworn and you may proceed.
Thank you. First off, Christy, state your name, please.
Carolyn Christie Taylor.
And Christy, you're here this afternoon on behalf of OCOK, is that right?
Right.
And you all have consented to the adoption, is that correct?
Yes,
And do you feel like this is the best thing for Alan?
absolutely.
He's in a good home, isn't he?
Yes.
And he's safe and well cared for, is that right?
Yes.
Anything you want to add?
Just again, I'm happy this day has come. It's a good day.
Thank you very much. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Rob Christian, any questions of Ms. Taylor?
No, Your
Belker, who's next?
That's Catherine Miller.
She's an officer of the court and you may proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Miller, state your name, please.
Catherine Miller.
Catherine, you're here this afternoon for CASA, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you know Alan, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You've been an advocate for a pretty long time, haven't you?
For a while, yes, we've seen
Okay.
a lot of different changes.
Very, very good. Ma'am, I'll ask you to state in your own words what you feel like is the best thing for Alan.
Absolutely, to be adopted by this wonderful family. Comfortable right from the very beginning.
Thank you very much. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions, Mr. Christian?
No, Your
I think that leaves us with Grandma and Alan. Who do you want next, Belker?
Let's get Alan. Alan, tell the court your name, please.
Alan Burgess,
And how old are you?
14.
Is this adoption what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
And change your name so it'll be Travis Allen Holland? Is that what you want?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you two silly questions. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you changing your name to avoid your creditors?
No.
And are you doing this name change to avoid any kind of criminal prosecution?
No.
Okay, very well. That's all my questions. I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Christian, any questions of your client?
No, Your Honor, but Alan, I just want to tell you that it has been a long time. You've known us lots of contact. And while we've been having these hearings, your presence has been excused. A lot of people in this room have been pulling for you this whole time. And we all knew if we got you in the right place, that you flourish, and I'm glad that we got you. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Belker, I think that leaves us with
Oh.
Ms. Butler.
Yes.
You got Miss Butler here.
Let's let her talk. Ma'am, state your name too, please.
Donna Butler.
Ms. Butler, are you ready for this adoption to happen?
Yes,
Are you ready to have a new grandson?
yes, I am.
What else do you want to say today?
Ellen has been a blessing to us.
That's terrific. I appreciate that, ma'am. I wish you the very, very best. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Christian, any questions of Miss Butler? Belker, any other witnesses?
No, sir. I will rest.
What relief are you requesting?
I would ask the court to grant the adoption this afternoon, to change Alan's name so it'll become Travis Allen Holland, and to order the sealing of the court's file.
Thank you. Rob Christian, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
In that case, I'm ready for your recommendation, sir.
I ask that you approve and grant this adoption, that you approve the change of name requested and all the other relief requested. I believe all of it's in the best interest of that.
Thank you. Ms. Miller, anything additional to add?
I echo Grandma Donna that this is truly a blessing. Alan's been a blessing in my life and to a lot of people in this room, and we couldn't be happier for this family.
Thank you. I agree. And when the matriarch calls it a blessing, I think we have to take it for what it is. This is a
That's
blessing.
right. Yes, a real blessing.
And I told your siblings earlier that they had weighed heavy on my heart over the last few years. You have too, and I'm really glad that you found a forever home that you felt comfortable in on day one. That's big and important. And I couldn't be more happy. So I'm going to approve the adoption. I'm going to change the name. The child formerly known as Alan Lee Burgess shall now hereby be known as Travis Allen Holland. Mr. and Ms. Holland, it is if this child was born to you. Congratulations.